It's week 5, and we have been doing the glow up for now 4 weeks, and this is where we stand. As a reminder, now that we are 40, I set out to finally find myself, finally feel content, glow up, for lack of a better word, mentally, physically, and just, romanticize daily life because we should and we can. The guiding principles are still tiny steps, no perfection, very kind self talk, stay true to yourself, and protect the recovery of my shoulder. Now, looking back at the last 4 weeks, well, it's the 5th week, so the last 4 weeks, there are parts that I felt like I did well, that I feel good with. There are parts where I think I want to improve more on, not because I want to do perfection, just because I feel like there's room for more. Even if the more is not a perfect, but there's room for more. So, mental health. Oh, I'm telling you, the well being is not well being very much with this work. At work, we had some structural changes, if you want to say it that way, and a lot of workload was put on uh, the remaining people, and I truly am trying to balance. But there are sometimes factors from outside that really you cannot control. So the only thing that you can control, and I'm trying to do, is like how you react to those factors. And the way I react to those factors usually or used to be very unhealthy, very I tried to be perfect and I wanted to do the thing, and um and I'm not trying to anymore. If you ask me to work for 1.5 per people, for 1.5 persons, then there will be stuff that cannot be done. That will be things that are not as 120% perfection. And I am learning to be good with that. Now, also in mental well-being, remember we wanted to rediscover what we like, what we don't like, who we are, who we aren't, especially in this new chapter of my life. We also said we wanted to look at the professional path that I'm taking right now and reevaluate. Now, one thing, and you can take it as a good thing or a bad thing, I'm loyal to a fault. So I know if I would change anything in my career right now, a lot of people would suffer for it. So I'm sticking it out until the end of the year. That's what I communicated. And then we will reevaluate whatever it is that I reevaluating, because I have no clue yet. And also mental well-being. Husband and I want to start a non-screen hobbies. So I'm looking forward to that. We were talking about starting a puzzle together and continuing. We're listening to audiobooks when we drive long drives. So we thought, hey, since we're in the middle of Dungeon Crawler Carl book number 3, we said, hey, how about we puzzle and we listen to audiobooks. So one of the methods we wanted to use to like capture mental well-being is journaling, and I can definitely, looking back at the last 4 weeks, I can definitely improve on that. I have got a list of prompts basically to prompt me into thinking about certain aspects of the day, of the week, whatever it is. And I really want to buckle down on that, because through writing it down I also discover some truths about myself that I didn't know that I needed to discover. Like, I can yap on about mental health forever, because like I've been on a journey with I'm still on a journey with it, and I'm still in therapy, so that's not going away. However, I feel like you can yap on about it and not actually do something about it. A lot. I see a lot of people being like, "Oh yeah, I feel bad," no, and they don't really tackle those issues. And I'm fully aware that not all issues you can tackle by yourself, or you should tackle by yourself, or are easy to tackle. at all. But if there are some things that are actually really impacting your life, then you should absolutely go seek help. Or if not, if you are not in a position, there's a lot help out there. Ugh, I don't want to see there's a lot of help out there because the internet can be tricky and also bad. Seek help because girly pop, it's not gonna get better by itself. No matter how many scroll, TV, eating, alcohol, whatever, it's not gonna get better. It's just gonna get worse because you're not dealing with it. You're not taking care of yourself. So go take care of yourself. Physical health. Remember, we wanted to feel less stiff and feel more subtle. We wanted to work on skincare, on hair care, and I'm putting in also a little bit styling. Now, when it comes to feeling more subtle and less stiff, I feel like I accomplished that. I'm doing my strength training for my shoulder recovery. I go on a treadmill almost every day during meetings, which is really nice. By the way, it also helps being in a better mood while you're sitting through really difficult meetings, I gotta say. Then I do my mobility slash stretching every morning, which makes me feel more subtle and less stiff, which is really nice. So I feel like the physical stuff I'm really nailing, I'm really achieving. Now, skincare. Now I have a little bit of makeup on and I'm a little bit shiny. I'm not achieving what I want to achieve. I mean, I'm only 4 weeks in, but like my little dots are not going away, and I don't know what to do. And I should see some professional around it, I think. Ugh, I don't wanna. Oh, but maybe I gotta. If I really want to tackle this, maybe this is what I need to do. Now, here you've seen I cut it, I put some color in it. I have a routine that I try to follow. It's not perfect. I'm still getting really greasy roots really easily. Look at this. You see, we are getting a little bit vulnerable here. Do you see this? Do you? This is my hair after 2 days of no washing. I washed it on Saturday. Today is Monday. And look at that. Like, this is fine, right? This is okay. Like, it's a little, like, maybe a little dry, but this is a situation. And this is after I put in dry shampoo this morning because I didn't want to wash my hair after 2 days. Look at I don't know what is wrong with my scalp. I'm not putting in anything special in my hair. I didn't even, I think I didn't even condition my hair on Saturday. I didn't even put leave-in condition oil, nothing in. And this is what happens. It's completely crazy. Anyway, I wanted to give you a hair update because we haven't solved my hair issue, as you can see. So I believe the cut was really successful in the sense of it did, you know, do the thing where it took away the flimsy ends and it looks fairly healthy now. But this is a problem. Now I did get a shampoo. Hold on. I did get this shampoo. Can you see that? It's a hair cleansing cream shampoo by Redken. And it actually did help for a week. But I'm pretty sure I cannot use a cleansing shampoo one time a week without destroying my like without making this more dry than it already is. So I think I'm gonna try, instead of once a month, I'm gonna try 2 times a month. But yeah, what's happening? Why is this happening? Anyone? anyone. So, did you know that sometimes I don't film because I don't want to wash my hair every second day? And I don't want to have it look all gross and yucky, because when it feels like that, I feel gross and yucky. Anyone else feels gross and yucky. Now you can see me in there. Anyone feels gross and yucky with gross hair? I mean, is greasy hair really gross? I don't know. I just feel it is. We are back after a shower. This is what we are dealing with. I didn't put any conditioner this time. So I will just put the leave-in conditioner in. Only into the ends. And then I'm gonna put it into a claw clip. So, you know, cold, wet hair in your face and in your neck and everything. Ugh. So, washing my hands because I have leave-in conditioner on it. But yeah, I double washed it with shampoo, and now I put in leave-in conditioner, and that's basically it. I'm not trying to, like, I'm doing a mask once a week, and this is it. I let it air dry. I don't use any heating tools. I don't put any more in it. Sometimes if it's really dry, I put some oil in it, but like, that's it. That's what I do. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. You tell me. This is the hair brushed. As you can see, it's pretty shiny. I mean, it looks good enough. I would say it looks a little it looks a little dry. But I want to test how the different products make my hair greasy in a different time frame. So let's see. I washed it today. Let's look in the next couple of days how it goes. But yeah, I think, see, it's kind of, it's dry. It's not, see, it's dry, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So it has a nice shine, I would say. Yeah. And then to style, I did a whole closet clean out. And right now I'm looking at styles that I might be interested in. However, what I discovered looking at Pinterest and Instagram and I don't know what is that, seriously, I don't know how it looks like on me. I might find it cute on the page, but I have no perception of what looks good on me. Like I said, well, I really need trousers. I don't have any trousers that fit, not one. And my aunt said, well, just go and get one over the internet. I don't know which one. Which I don't know what is looking good on me. And I don't want to go ahead and have the environmental impact. No, that's not that great. But get all those packages delivered and then sending them back and then feel shit about it. So I'm gonna go on a shopping trip. I have a very clear plan in mind. I'm gonna tell you in that video about it. Also, I want to continue knocking off or striking off the mobility in walking streaks. I believe that is a good thing. It's a good visual to get a reality check, because sometimes you go like, oh, I don't want today, I can do tomorrow, and suddenly it's like 4 days later and you didn't do it, and you go like, and then it looks and you see it on the tick marks, right? So I think I'm gonna stay with weekly, and I think it might be a good idea for the week to start Friday. So I don't use weekend as an excuse not to do anything. Because sometimes you go like, oh, it's the weekend. I don't have to do anything. And for at least for mobility and walking, that's not the case, right? So, but I don't want perfection, and I don't want to optimize my whole life because that's boring. I also don't want to fall back into old habits that brought me there. You know what I mean? There has to be a balance. As always, there is a balance. One thing, for example, with the mobility part, I discovered, which I found super surprising about myself, that I want a mobility routine that fits to my energy and mood level. So I have three. One is I want to get it just over. I just want to don't want to deal. 5 minutes, low energy kind of deal. Then I have a moderate 7 to 10 minutes thing where there's a lot more standing up, sitting down, changing positions and stuff. And then I have a what today I'm gonna do stretching kind of routine, which is then around 12 minutes, roughly, maybe more, maybe sometimes that's where I'm getting also like my my blood pumping and a little glow in my face. So that's what I found really interesting, that I had the need to have those different options, that I felt like in the past when I did any kind of exercising routine, I always said, oh, I have to do 100% this every time, and only this brings me to a result, and only being perfect, and then only giving 100% all the time. While I agree with some of it, if you want to do a marathon or the Ironman, you cannot half-ass it because it's actually detrimental to your health if you do. If there's other ways to go about it too. To get that into my noggin, girly pop. Getting that into my noggin, that you don't have to be like so perfect all the time, even if it's something like exercise routine. 40 years, I'm telling you, 40 years. So now, food. My love, my hate, my everything. No, I really this couple of weeks, I really enjoyed my journey in broadening my skill set and my knowledge in cooking. This whole idea about using Paul Bocuse's book for discovering new techniques and new recipes is amazing. I love it. He's taking 5 ingredients that you have probably in your pantry right now, and just because he's putting it into a specific order and cooking it in a very specific way, it comes out as a dish you would not believe, literally not believe. There was this one, I think it was a chicken, 5 ingredients, and I did stuff that I never did before with the chicken, and then it came out and was like, excuse me, sir? What magic is that? And why do I get it? Why do I get to learn it? Oh, that's awesome. If you have any interest in cooking or good food, then go buy a Bocuse cookbook and just go ham on it. Seriously. Seriously. So the baking, the cooking, and all that stuff, having really high quality, good food is so enriching to quality of life. And I know I'm repeating myself, but making it a weekly thing where my husband says, oh, this recipe, because I don't care, this recipe I would like to try, and then I'm going to go cook it. And then we sit on our table and we discuss the intricacies about the dish. It's wonderful. So if you have any interest in that, go do that. Now, I am still working on everyday food and that kind of stuff. And again, if this is triggering to you, I'm gonna put somewhere the timestamp. Now, I'm still trying to not put a moral judging on food. Food is food, and all food is good or bad. Isn't neither good nor bad nor anything, you know? I'm working on it. It's a process. I feel stupid for doing that at 40. I really am. So, one aspect I want to add in this whole journey is doing a weekly reflection. I can do that with you. Maybe we can do it right now together. So, what was so? I want to write down, or maybe I'm just recording myself talking and thinking about it, and you get the raw reflection. Weekly reflections. Let's start, and let's try to make it snappy so you are not bored. Wins of this week. I got a new treadmill. And I'm very excited because my old one goes to my husband, so this is a win. And I'm getting a smaller one that I don't have to arrange all the time because it takes between meetings. It's annoying to take the time to arrange the treadmill and everything. So that's a win. Hard this week is really work. Really, work is really bringing me down. It really does. Like there's components of my work that are really mentally hard just because there's a lot of responsibilities that are put up on my role with specific people. If you have like important stakeholders and you have to manage them, you know what I'm talking about, right? So there's a sometimes you feel like you have to do more and you have to do longer and you have to do 100% perfect, and they don't care in the end. Really, they don't. They just want to hear you right now. Anyway, energy level. My sleep has not been 100% this week, so energy level is at a 4 to 5. Mobility. I feel my back hurts a little bit because I'm sitting so much on my on my desk. However, my mobility exercise that I do every morning right now are really helping me to like de-stress my lower back, which is really nice. I can really feel it very, very good. Like, yeah. That is okay. I had a nasty pimple here. Hair satisfaction. Yeah, no, I'm not really satisfied with my hair. See, this looks already. I'm showing you the reverse. So, see, this looks already very dry. So I have to put more stuff in to help the ends without compromising my roots. I don't know what to do. I have no clue what to do. I think I'm going to show this earlier in the video, but I want to increase the amount of cleansing shampoo that I put in instead of once a month, maybe every 2 weeks, and then let's see how we do with that. Mood. Work is affecting my mood, which I hate, but I'm trying to be as positive with my husband because it's not his fault that my work sucks. So I would say we at the 5. It's not completely shit, which it should be. But it's also not like, yay, let's go, you know? The one thing that I want to change for next week, I want to sleep better. Sleep is so essential. If you're tired and you cannot perform in nothing. You cannot perform in anything. So I want to really nail sleep. We are taking also magnesium now at night to make us tired, and I feel like it makes me super tired when I'm getting up. Or I'm not sure if that's a correlation or a causation, you know? Plans for next week. Set the alarm at the same time, also for the weekend. The mobility, the walking, and making the tick box tracker. That's it. It's a tracker. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming along on the journey. And I really want to hear if you are on the journey too. And maybe, compare notes, talk about it. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Happy Halloween. Bye bye.